me see. Nope. When I was live last night, I got 0 violations. None. Just today. And the background was exactly the same. They be on some bullshit. They just don't want me to be great. They don't want me to be great. Thank you so much, Martini. That is so generous of you. I do appreciate you. Charlie Kirk removed his future events off the site, huh? Oh, Charlie, my Charlie. Poor fella. All we wanted to do was talk, Charlie. That's all we wanted to do. We just wanted to holler at you for a minute. Like, I don't even know why that's a big deal. Oh, thank you so much, Martini. I don't know what that is, but that shit is lit. We got a little flash goal going on. I don't know what the purpose of restricting me is. You guys are awesome. Oh, man. Does anybody have any idea what this shit is about? Raybo sent me $50 this morning. Thank you so much, Raybo. I do appreciate you. You're amazing. All right. My man said, absolutely not. I'm out of here. Let's see if we do something different. Oh, no, I didn't want to do that. Go back. Didn't want to do that. Text. 50 to drop and hop. Let's see if that works better. I ain't gonna put the $sign. Yeah, everybody else puts this shit, you know what I'm saying, on their pages too. So I don't know what it is that I'm doing that is not okay. All right, guys. Let me see if I can try this one more time, because it's literally not going to let me get to the FYP if so frustrating. Do y'all see why I be getting upset now though? Yeah, but it will only let you get here from the FYP if you already follow me. It's just gonna restrict you from other it's gonna restrict it from other people. So like only my followers will be able to see it. Jesse Keys, what's up? Okay. Cool story. They weren't even on mute, so I don't know, they didn't hear me. And this person is not connected. All right, let's try it one more time. Who we got here?
Hello.
What's up, King 3D? How are you?
Doing well, and yourself?
Fantastic. What would you like to talk about today?
I don't disagree with it, but I'd like to hear how you explain that Jesus would be ashamed of MAGA, because I want to figure out how to best explain it to my parents so they can wake up and stop being idiots.
Just tell them to read Matthew 25, verses 31 through 46. If that doesn't explain it, nothing will.
Okay.
Matthew 25, verses 31 through 46. Whatever you have done unto the least of these brothers and sisters of mine, you have done unto me.
Super valid. Very good point.
That should clear it all up. I mean, he
Although,
specifically says if you don't take care of the poor and the sick and the unhoused, I mean, he goes through a whole list of things. Like, if you don't do these things, I'm going to cast you into the lake of fire.
Yeah. But my parents are too busy being ignorant to say that there's other logical options, and I don't think Trump could have ever made sense for. Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah, Trump doesn't make sense under any scenario. Like, there's not a scenario on this planet where a President Donald Trump makes any sense.
Trump makes sense if you know absolutely nothing about him, and you think that only a man can be a president. That's how Trump makes sense.
Well, there's a lot of people that feel exactly like that, though.
Yeah, I've talked to multiple people and tried to explain to them that you don't have to be a man to be a president. You can vote for a woman based on her. Drop down to the chat and continue listening.
I appreciate you. Tom, what's going on, buddy?
What's going on, sir? How you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. How about yourself?
Man, living somebody's dream.
Living somebody's dream is I think the state of the affairs for the vast majority of Americans. We're not living our own, but we sure are putting money in the pockets of other folks.
Exactly, exactly. I don't have much today. I just had the what I think is the best dad joke I've ever heard in my life for you.
Best dad joke you ever heard in your life. Am I
Yes,
actually
sir.
gonna like this one?
Oh, this one, I peed a little when I heard it, so it was
I peed a little when I heard it. It's crazy. That's
yes, sir.
diabolical work.
All right, so why don't chickens wear underwear?
Why don't chickens wear underwear? I don't know. Why don't they wear underwear?
Because their peckers are on their face.
Wicked work. Wicked work. Because their packers are on their face. That's a good one. That's not bad at all. That is not bad at all. I probably
So
wouldn't tell that, like, at the next dinner party, but it's a good one, though. It's a good one.
yes, sir.
It's a good one. I love a good dad joke. I really do. I'm not going to lie to you.
Yeah, I've just been I'm telling you, man, these TikTok streets are kind of bare. You and everybody else are on the other platforms and stuff, and I'm just like sitting here waiting. I feel like Anthony Hamilton and Charlene just waiting
Right?
on Mr. Jones to come home again.
Hey, listen, man. We had some unexpected events, take place in terms of like the structure of the household. Our nanny got accepted to a new college and was going to start their clinical trials, their
Hey,
clinical rounds. As a nurse, and so we just couldn't balance their schedule and the kids' schedule. So we had to make some major adjustments in like out of the blue. That's why we really didn't even have time to plan, for this trip to Houston, for the Unfuck America tour. So it's just been a whirlwind. It's been an absolute whirlwind.
oh yeah, I heard that dickhead was going to be at one of the campuses
Yeah, Texas A&M. So we went
yeah,
down there.
wow, that's crazy.
Hey, if you haven't seen the video yet, go watch the footage. And there's a lot more coming. I got so much editing down to do. I mean, so much that I have to edit, clip up, and send. And post. But yeah, it was a good time. So, like I said, I've been doing ground game work since 2000. In 25 years, this past few days was probably the best time I ever spent working, in the political arena by far.
Man, between you and the guy Isaiah
Isaiah Martin.
yeah, man. If you ever get into the arena, like you got my vote. I don't care if I am in Michigan.
Right. Yeah. Listen, I'm not gonna ever run for office, but Amanda might. No Rats might.
Yeah.
But that's not for me. Like I'm a more of a, what I'm saying, like behind the scenes kind of guy. I'm not interested in being, in the spotlight 24/7. Plus, they don't want me making rules and regulations. Listen, that is not what you want at all.
I feel like even if you were behind the scenes and like some kind of like a campaign manager or
Yeah, I worked in campaign consulting. I've worked on community outreach, community engagement, which is very similar to a campaign manager. We share a lot of the similar duties, but yeah, I'm not really interested in, like I said, being at the forefront of any campaign. I'm just not. It's not my thing.
These cats, they get into office and then it's like they forget, the reason that they got in there. And anybody that can be bought, bro, you're a freaking...
Yeah, because you know how they be like threatening to fight each other in Congress and Senate and stuff like that. They'd be blah 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 blah. Like, nope. Like, you tell me that you gonna, if like when they asked Jasmine Crockett if she wanted to take it outside, shit, I'd have been outside before you got the sentence out of your mouth.
Right.
They'd have me censored every other damn week.
And that's what's wild. It's like they're only censoring the people who have like good stuff to say.
Right.
Marjorie Tate sniffing green is vocal as hell, and nobody
Her and her
cares.
twin brother husband.
Exactly.
She says, just me and my twin and them.
Oh my god.
So, anywho. I hate to do this to y'all, but I'm gonna try to do one more restart so I can get this fucking restriction off. This shit is so irritating though. Like I don't know why they're restricting my live. I really can't figure it out. I don't know what the fuck I did to them to deserve all of this. But
Yeah. To whoever's reporting this page.
yeah, I was about to say if any of y'all are using, you know what I'm saying, like the auto taps and stuff and shit like that, please don't. Please don't. If that's what you're doing, please don't do this shit.
All right, so well, I appreciate y'all being in the box.
All right, sounds good, bro.
Thank you.
Either that's not her hair.
Okay, I'm gonna try this again. See if we can work it out. Good morning. Let's see how long it takes for them to fuck with me. Let's do all the things. Let's try to hit that FYP. Good morning to those on YouTube. I see some of y'all out there. As you can see, we do have a call-in number. So if you'd like to call in, feel free. We here to take your calls. You can see the number right there on the screen, 407-900-1693. What's up to my folks over in Twitch land? How are you guys doing? Hope you are well. Later on tonight, after I'm done with all of my editing and what have you, I'm going to get on my backup, my secret backup TikTok account, and I'll be on Twitch and YouTube, and I'll be doing some gaming. So look out for that. Grand Rising. It's not as fun though. I'm kind of like it's a little more boring. But I do be talking crazy. I do be talking crazy shit sometimes when I'm gaming though. Do y'all like the transparent background? Does that do it for y'all? Somebody said what now? Somebody said Honda? The phone number's not on here. Phone number's on YouTube and Twitch because you guys don't really need the phone number. I mean, you're right here. You can just click the box. All you gotta do is click the box. You right here, right now. We in the building. MAGA can't read. Is that the problem? I just need to put goofy pictures of Trump up. Is that it? Is that what I need to do? There isn't. I mean, what's up, T.O. Shotty? There is actually like not actually a background. It's just this is my wall, and those are lights. I don't know if I ever showed y'all this before. Let me see. So I can actually change the lights. See, So I can check. What the fuck? What's up, Mel B?
Dag Jones, I was tapping and packing. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's all good. You good. I got it again. Like, I don't have any idea. See, that's blue. That's like a lighter purple or a darker purple, lighter purple, hot pink, teal. I like the teal. The teal kind of slaps, actually. Darker teal. And that teal kind of slaps. I think I might keep that. Red. I don't like that at all. Orange color. A little lighter orange, yellow. I think we're going to go back to that teal, though. That teal kind of slaps. Oh, purple. We got to go back to purple. All right. Okay, purple it is. I got the violation again. Hey, can somebody Google it and figure out why I'm getting this violation? Like what it is that I'm doing that's wrong? Thank you, Martini. I appreciate it.
Do not heart this video yet. Don't. Hearting the video is the last thing you need to do ever on anybody's freaking platform. I'm not going to say that so many times. You know what I mean? I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it again. That's 15 seconds on unlost. Ready? Go. How I got my page back from being restricted with fake engagement. Step one, I blocked every mother that was following me with no profile photo, no username. I blocked everybody. I removed as a follower, which means I made them unfollow me. 2,263 people, exact 2,263 people. I made them unfollow me. All of them were people that had left comments on my post saying, oh, if you follow me, I love you, I've been watching you, blah, 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 lies. I'll send you a line, lies. Blocked them. Okay? Which in fact removed thousands of my likes and kind of brought my page down, but who cares? I did a clean sweep. I still have over 40,000 followers to go through to continue removing and blocking them. And I do little videos and stuff like that and post in my story for you guys to see. I'm trying to make this go fast.
All right. Hey, mods, I need y'all to do the thing. Figure out who's doing this shit. Boost the Brave, what's up?
Hey, how's it going?
I'm hanging out there.
Where is everybody?
I don't know, man. It keeps restricting my live over and over again. Keeps saying fake engagement.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know why.
Yeah, I know. I've been having some little hiccups here too. I had an account that was only 2 days old, and and they just took it. And I just got, and because the one before that had 1,000 followers, and I just had to get that going because I had lost the account before that. But it's just me and my friends. We're kind of the truth community, and they my two friends lost both lost an account that was under a week old. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. Hey, listen, mods, I need y'all to do the thing. Matter of fact, let me text Dill right now.
So I got some pretty heavy stuff for you.
Okay, go ahead.
So, if we follow the money on this stuff, and it's concern when you and you know, like the biggest thing I try to bring attention to is why would the World Economic Forum partner with LGBTQ in 2019? You know,
Why don't you provide a source for that?
I got a video right here.
All right.
But
No, I said a source, like Associated Press, somebody like that.
it's on their website.
On whose website?
The I think it's on the World Economic Forum's website.
Okay, give me the title so I can look it up.
Yeah, but
no, give me the title so I can look it up, please.
I don't have it.
Well, you just told me you had the video right here.
On the stage. I have a video of.
No, you just said I have the video of it right here.
Yeah, I can pull. Yeah, I have the video.
What is partners? What is partners with the LGBTQ? Can I ask you a question? Is there like a Boost? I'm talking.
Go ahead.
Okay. Is there a like an actual like organization, like LGBTQ plus organization that I don't know about?
Yeah.
What are they called?
They work with GLAD. So on the video they say that they work with GLAD and they work with PGLE and they work with faith leaders, sports teams, newscasters, influencers, and they said that, you know, when they consider the ages between 18 and 35, and when they and I don't know what else they did, some other way of they might have, I don't know if they included the A as affiliates or what, but they said that they're reaching almost 40% of people are identifying as LGBTQ.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So the Partnership for Global LGBTI Equality, PGLE, is a coalition of organizations committed to leveraging their individual and collective advocacy to accelerate LGBTI equality and inclusion in the workplace and in the broader communities in which they operate. This partnership is supported by the Office of the United Nations High Commissioner for Human Rights and is operated in collaboration with the World Economic Forum. What the fuck's wrong with that? That's a good thing.
So, well, I mean, they make it sound good, but it's
not. They don't make it sound good. That's a great thing. Queer people need to stop being harmed and ostracized by society, and especially in the workplace.
Right.
It's a great thing. Fantastic thing. Matter of fact, I can't think, to be honest with you, it warms my heart. I can't think of anything better.
So are you familiar with the World Economic Forum and what they're behind and the other things they do?
Bro, you're not about to sit here and, you know what I'm saying, like be anti-Semitic on my space, bro. We don't do that shit.
No, come on, dude. That's such a cop-out. Whatever.
It's not a cop-out.
That's a horrible cop-out.
It's not a cop-out. It's free.
You know, when you're talking about, you know, owning nothing and having, you know, that's not anti-Semitic. That's these people don't mess around, dude. He predicted.
What do you mean owning nothing?
Owning, yeah. You remember Klaus Schwab said that you own nothing and be happy, eat bugs. You know, CBDC, digital ID, population control. Like, these people are not for human rights. So,
yeah, whatever. I'm not afraid of any of them.
So what seems to be a better reason. And the reason why BlackRock, you know, uses ESG scores.
Oh my God! Here we go with the BlackRock. I knew it was coming.
Yeah.
Bro, you could have just came on here and said, you know what? I really don't like Jewish people, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Well, no, we're talking about using ESG scores, environmental social governance scores, to push an agenda to put pressure on its affiliates like Target, you know, Disney, but the fundamental problem with this is that woke encourages holding resentment and
hatred. What does woke mean?
Awareness of social injustice, you know, technically, but it's been ripped up by I think it's been socially engineered with elements of critical race theory and elements of.
What is critical race theory?
What is critical race theory?
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to go back even further,
no, I just want you to tell me what it is.
Yeah, I mean, it's it's a it was designed as to be a college class, but it's also has ties to the Tavistock Institute,
No, it
who
doesn't.
who does
Who created critical race theory?
well, Hubert Marcus
No.
had a hand in it.
Nope.
Um, well, I mean,
Nope.
yeah, that's how it's tied to Tavistock.
Yeah,
It's
it's
to
not.
Hubert.
It's not.
Yeah, Hubert Marcus. I
It's
can
not.
tell you right now.
You're
Huh?
wrong. You'd be wrong.
Yeah, that's Hubert Marcus worked with he.
You would be wrong. Did you take the class?
No,
I did.
did you?
Hmm.
So how was it?
Amazing.
So
Do you know what they teach?
well, what I don't like about there's I mean I can give you the critique on it.
No, you can't. If you've never
Huh?
taken the class, how the fuck would you know what they teach?
Well, because I've learned a little bit about it.
You ain't learned shit. You didn't learn anything if you didn't take the class.
Well, yeah. No, I'm not an expert in it.
Yeah,
by
so
any means.
So the person that you named had nothing to do with the creation of critical race theory.
So,
Kimberly Crenshaw is the one who created critical race theory.
Yeah, that's
With Derek Bell, Alan Freeman, Richard Delgado, Cheryl Harris, Charles R. Lawrence, Mari Masada, Patricia J. Williams.
So my definition.
But you just added a bunch of people. You just added people and things that had nothing to do with it.
No, they do. If you but you don't know who Tavistock is. You don't understand Tavistock Institute, do you?
Sir, what's your degree in?
I just have a bachelor's degree.
I have a master's degree in sociology. I teach
Okay.
intersectionality in CRT. So which one of us do you think is more qualified to have this conversation?
Well, yeah, but do you know who Tavistock Institute is?
Sir, you don't know what you're talking about.
Do you know who Tavistock Institute is?
You are buried balls deep, knees deep, shit deep in fucking conspiracy theories.
Tavistock Institute is not a conspiracy theory. Do you know about Tavistock
What does
Institute or
critical
not?
race theory teach?
I'm not. So what it does? What the worst part about it is that.
Tell me what it teaches.
Yeah, like you said, intersectional. Yeah, that word.
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah. What is intersectionality?
It's bringing together different races and different, different.
No.
Not races, but race, gender. It's bringing. Yeah. So I mean.
No.
Okay. What is it? Go ahead.
So how do you have opinions on shit that you don't know what the fuck it is? So we're gonna circle back. We're gonna circle back, and you're gonna tell me what critical race theory teaches. We'll wait. We got time.
But do you know?
No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. You're gonna tell me what critical race theory
My
teaches.
wheelhouse is Tavistock Institute, but you don't know.
No, I don't want to hear about your wheelhouse. I want you to tell me what critical. I want you to tell me what critical race theory teaches. That's what I want you to do.
It says it calls what it seeks to control races until it controls it. It's very authoritarian.
Wrong. Absolutely not. Doesn't teach anything about that at all.
And I can back that up all day.
No, you cannot.
I sure can.
Okay, so for those of you who, you know what I'm saying, who actually want to learn something, critical race theory teaches or it interrogates race and racism and how they play a role in our healthcare and legal justice system. That's it. That's all. It just helps you understand why there is racial disparities in healthcare and in the judicial system. That's it. It's not a history class. None of that. It doesn't teach, you know what I'm saying, you to hate white people or white people to hate themselves. None of that's true.
So, I mean, does it not get into the white fragility?
Nope. Never talked about it once.
Huh. So yeah, so Herbert Marcuse and the Frankfurt School influenced CRT founders.
They're not the founders. None of those people are the
they
founders. You don't know what you're talking
influenced.
about. The founder is named Kimberly Crenshaw.
I know. I'm saying that
She has no affiliation with any of the other people that you named.
They influenced her.
No, they did not.
How do you?
They didn't even exist until after she had developed the theory.
Because before critical race theory,
They didn't even exist before she
they
created
used
the theory.
They used critical theory to come up with critical race theory.
Wrong. That's not true at all. Those two things are not tied together at all, sir.
I mean, that's what AI told me.
Fucking AI is crazy.
If you know how to
AI
use it,
told me that. It's crazy.
Did you just say if you know how to use it?
Yeah.
As if it doesn't compute itself.
Right.
The only thing you have to do is prompt it by
That's
asking
it.
a question.
Yeah, but
Yes, critical race theory was not developed out of critical theory at all.
I've got a lot of history on it. I mean,
Provide a source. Provide a reputable source. Associated Press, Reuters, you know what I'm saying? Pew Research. Provide a source that we can verify this information. Because I know that it's not true. It's crazy that you're telling a person who took the class, as a person who didn't take the class, what the class is about and who developed it.
So I'm just saying.
Have you ever taken a critical theory course?
No. No, but I just know.
So how can you say one is derived of the other if you've never taken either?
So.
No, I just need you to answer that question.
About critical theory and critical race theory?
Just because they both have the word critical and theory in them, make them the same?
No, I know that I'm sure they're different. That's not.
Thank you so much, Martini.
It's giving trans means transition.
Right. It really is. Or cis is a bump on your body. Well, it sounds the same. Gotta be right.
Cis is obviously sissy.
So it's saying Habermas, a critical theorist, collaborated with Tavistock-funded researchers. His work influenced CRT's emphasis on discourse and power dynamics.
What is discourse?
I don't know. I mean, that's. I mean.
What is discourse?
Yeah, I don't know.
How we communicate within society. What is the power dynamics that they're speaking of?
Probably that,
the racial disparities in healthcare and in the legal justice system.
Right.
Would you argue that there is disparities for black people in the healthcare and legal justice systems?
No, I'm not denying that.
So why is identifying them so that we can make sure that we take measures to eliminate those issues a problem for you?
Because it calls what it seeks to control racist until it controls it. It's like authoritarian.
No, that's not authoritarian. Hold on. So talking about the disparities that already exist that we can quantifiably measure is authoritarian?
No.
This is so crazy. This is like the number one. I made a video about Charlie Kirk today. It's posted. If you guys haven't seen it yet, you should go check it out. But it talks about this right now. One of the major tenets of fascism is taking reality and flipping it on its head, right? So that it makes, justice seem like tyranny.
So
it literally will make you believe that justice is tyranny.
And can you
so
give
we're not allowed to talk. Hey, black people that are here, please stop talking about the fact that you are more likely to die in childbirth. Don't talk about that anymore because it makes white people uncomfy. They think that's tyrannical. So let's just shut up and dribble. Or sing. Or dance. Or whatever it is that black people do. That's what you sound like right now.
What's that?
I only think his brain goes so deep.
Bro's like, you're not allowed to talk about, you know what I'm saying, how the system affects you in a negative way.
But it's kind of throwing it causes division. I mean,
hold on. So, Jim Crow doesn't cause division. Slavery doesn't cause division. Black women 3.75 times more likely to die in childbirth doesn't cause division. Black children, you know what I'm saying, 2.5 times more likely to die under the care of a black doctor. That doesn't cause division. Black bodies filling up our prisons. You know what I'm saying? Black officers pulling over black people and harming black people at alarming rates. That doesn't cause division. You know what I'm saying? A president of the United States continuously and perpetually trying to erase our history and roll back the clock on our civil rights. That doesn't cause division. What causes division is us pointing out that these things are happening. Fucking crazy.
Well, check it out. When you look at Robin DiAngelo's White Fragility, and
that's a white person that wrote that. We don't care about that fucking book.
Wait,
well,
can
I
I
do.
ask? Wait, Boost, you said something.
You guys live by it.
No, we don't. Black people don't accept that book.
Yes, they do.
We
don't.
Say
it all the time.
No, we don't. I can't name a black person at all in the social justice sphere that will advocate for you to go read a book, you know what I'm saying, about the black experience written by a fucking white person.
Well, whoever wrote it, it says that white people are inherently racist.
They are. You're proving it right now.
Yeah. Why is that? Because I don't like.
Hey, Dill, I'm gonna let you. Dill, I'm gonna step away for just half a second, bro, because I gotta go rinse my mouth out.
Yeah.
But I'll let you hold this for a second.
So, Boost, the inherent racism would come from like the idea that all of us white people are born in a society that predominantly affects white people as like a beneficial thing, right? So regardless of like what you do to contribute in the society itself, like you are white and you are benefiting from those things that we have as white people set up for ourselves as the country started.
Yes, I understand. There's some systemic racism, but me personally, I've been attacked. I've been beat up by cops. I've been drugged by them.
Yeah,
I've
that
been
would
tased.
be like personal.
I've had a
racism,
bag put
like
over my head, and this wasn't even for a I was just sitting in my vehicle. I mean, and this is because I was doing terrorism prevention for a while, and I talked to like it was.
So how does you like being walked up to by cops like have anything to do with like the way that black people are affected in the U.S.?
Because you don't have to be black to be targeted.
Wait, but the statistics
you can
actually
be white.
The statistics are proving
and be
this point,
targeted just as well.
Sure, of course. Like that's just like the reality of the world, right? But the statistics prove and point to the idea that black people are going to be predominantly targeted in these situations due to the system and the society that we live in. But it would make sense that you as a white person would say that black people aren't targeted for these things because everyone is. But yeah, of course everyone is. Like everyone could be arrested, right? But that doesn't mean that everyone is arrested at the same rates and the same alarming rates as black men in general. Right?
So white men are 4 to 5 times more likely to be victimized or maybe exploited might be a better word, by blacks than vice versa.
It's
That's
black
not
people.
that's
and
not
we're
true. The bro
I
said
got it's the 2020 FBI report.
no, it's not.
I,
Yeah,
Really
and
quick.
you'd be wrong. And you'd
Boost
be
really
wrong.
quick. You
Yeah,
have to pull up statistics if you got to bring up sources, if you're going to bring up numbers, and we're going to use the word black people instead of the other thing that you used.
He
We
said white
humanize
people and
in
then
this
said
chat.
blacks. That's crazy.
Yeah. It's really easy for racist white men to just disassociate them or to disassociate black people from the humanity side of things.
You're calling me racist, but you know what's funny? I have a
Wait.
I have a
Boost,
Oh,
friend-
you
here
are
comes the
racist.
token. Here comes the token, y'all.
There's nothing that you can tell me right now that would make you not racist. So
Here comes the token, y'all.
But when the guy's been homeless and he stole my
Yep.
bike,
Here
I
comes
still
the
gave him a
token.
place. He stole my phone. I still gave him a place to stay. He stole my, vape. He stole so much shit from me, and I
God
still
forbid
have
someone steals his vape.
And you're gonna tell me I'm racist?
Yes.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
Do you want me to tell you that I'm racist too?
I mean, that sounds like you sounds like you guys are from.
It sounds
DC.
like you would be confused if another white man told you that he was racist also.
It sounds like deconstructing Karen. It sounds like a psyop to me.
It 100% does sound like I'm deconstructing racism if I'm able to identify the own racist aspects within myself because I am a white man in a society that has predominantly affected white people
How are you
beneficially.
racist?
How am I racist? For the same reason you are. We're born in a society where we have literally set it up for white people to excel and black people or really anything not to be. But
Okay, then why are black women the most educated demographic, in America?
In spite of the barriers put in front of them.
Yeah, I mean, so
I just don't understand how that has to do with your racism. Like, why can't you and I talk about how we're racist and not talk about black women? Like, I don't know what black women's education has to do with you and me being racist and talking about how we're racist at the beginning.
The system is set up to benefit white people. Then why are black women, mopping the floor as far as education levels with white people?
You know why? I'm going to tell you why right now. Because black women have always been far superior than everybody else.
Really?
They're
Yeah,
literally the creators of civilization.
Yep. It's also
Like, this
just
isn't hard to figure out. If we just analyze it from epigenetics, like all people, Homo sapiens sapiens, started from black women. Had they not been forced into domestic labor jobs or forced into, the fields or forced into clerical work or forced into, low-paying jobs, they always would have been the leaders. I guarantee you, Michelle Obama, Kamala Harris, Ketanji Brown Jackson, why did I just forget her name? From Georgia. Yeah, obviously Jasmine Crockett, but why can't I think of the name of the lady from Georgia?
I can't remember either.
Yeah, Stacey Abrams. I guarantee you that they're more qualified for any government position than anybody currently serving. Guaranteed. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Ketanji Brown Jackson is the most qualified Supreme Court justice we've ever had. Kamala Harris was the most qualified presidential candidate that we've ever had.
Really?
Hands down. It's not even close.
I mean,
State's attorney, attorney general, multiple times, elected to all these positions. Senator.
Just because she's qualified doesn't mean she's not corrupt.
What is going? You're telling me that Donald Trump is not corrupt right now?
Like, in what aspect?
He literally vocalized on national television and through True Social that he purposely tanked the market and then allowed his billionaire buddies to make a shit ton of money betting on the shorts and then buying low.
He also told people to buy too. He also put on Truth Social.
That is called market manipulation. It's illegal.
Especially from a government employee.
Like, are you kidding me?
How can you prove that he did it intentionally?
He said he did.
Wait, you just said he did too, also, Boost. Like, you just clarified that he told people that this was going to happen. So how are you questioning yourself now?
He put on Truth Social that he tanked the market on purpose.
Well, I mean that he probably knew that was going to be an effect of what he was doing was going to be the effect. But when you're trying to balance the budget, or trying to get, I mean,
how does tanking the stock market help us balance the budget? What the?
Because well, I mean,
what is your bachelor's degree in?
This isn't my wheelhouse, but I'm just.
What is your wheelhouse?
Huh?
What is your wheelhouse?
Woke.
What?
Yeah. So, I got something really great for you. So here's what I came up with.
Can you be quiet really quick? Actually, just 2 seconds. I'm a moderator, so just be quiet for a second. We don't need a break. Okay, so.
Hey, y'all know what know what the deal is. 50 to popping out. Yo, this is crazy. I ain't never in my life. Go ahead, Bill. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. Boost, just stay with us for a second. Just mute up. I have to do an announcement.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yep. All right. So everyone, there's 630 people in here. You know what that means. The shares should be well over the amount of people in the live. There's half of the amount of shares. So that's obviously not working out right now. So let's just make sure we're sharing. We're copying the link. If we're not doing that, share it to Discord, share it to phone numbers, share it to everything that we can. It really does help boost the live. I also have noticed that a lot of heart me's have not been being sent. That is a huge, huge, huge boost when it comes to like boosting the creators live to go to the For You page. So if you do have 1 or 2 coins, make sure you are joining the Heart Me team. You are sending those Heart Me's as well as liking throughout the conversations. We are streaming on every platform, which includes Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok. So if you're on either of those and you aren't following on either of the other ones, please make sure you do that. Oh, do. Okay. Anyway, we are trying to accept opposition only too when it comes up here. So I am seeing some people in the guest requests. I think everyone's tapping in and just accidentally doing it. Just be wary of that. And if you are opposition, stay in the guest requests. We do appreciate you waiting and your patience. Just hang out for us. Really quick. It is 50 to drop an op. It's pretty easy to understand that. The links are in the bio. While you're in the links in the bio, please make sure you are checking out the other things like the Unfuck America tour, the donations to that. That's what keeps everyone on the road and keeps everyone going to keep doing these things. So it is community support, and that's how everything is working, right? So please make sure you are being an active participant on either of these platforms if you are hearing my voice. All of these different platforms have ways that you can help the creator and help the community. Please make sure you are doing those things.
The last thing I have to say is episode 4 of the Fire podcast, Fathers Inspiring Real Equity, drops today at 6 p.m. Make sure that you check it out. Make sure you're there to check it out. Today at 6 p.m. it'll drop. And we put a shit ton of work into that podcast. It's available on every single platform you could think of: YouTube, Apple Music, Spotify. I mean, you name it, it's on there. So please go check out the Fire podcast. It's good. It's really good. Chris, did you mean to come up? I guess not. Hey, with 600 people in here, because you know that.
No.
Okay. If you are a member of our Discord or YouTube, if you're a YouTube member, you get an early preview of all the videos that I drop on YouTube, whether they be for the podcast or, you know what I'm saying, Joan Speaks, which I just dropped a new one of those today. There's a whole bunch of, like I said, we have content for days coming out. The only problem is editing content takes fucking forever. But yeah, with 620 some odd people in here, if each person sent $1, it helps myself and Amanda, No Rads, continue to do the work that we do. Like I said, the last trip that we just took was self-funded. These things aren't easy. So any contribution helps. any contribution helps. Like I said, even if it's only $1. If you send it to No Rads, though, to No Rads' Venmo, which is right there, I won't be able to see it because they're currently sleeping. They have to work the night shift at the hospital tonight. So, anywho, I think that's all the announcements for right now.
The shares, really quick boost. You've been very patient. I appreciate it. But the shares are still not over the amount of people in this live. So I don't know how everyone hasn't shared the live. We have to be sharing and copying that link. Just share and copy link.
I shared it.
Appreciate you.
So I have an immense amount of compassion for human beings.
It doesn't sound like it.
I mean, I know the stuff that I'm saying, sounds kind of rough. And
well, you said that black people harm white men more than white men harm black people, and
yeah,
that's
let me give you. I will give you this. I will give you the report that says that, but not this second because I'd have to find it. But so and here's an example is I've been manipulated and worked. I have a friend. She's a real hustler, if you will. She's probably turned some tricks in her day, but she knows how to get over on me. And so
turn some?
Yeah, I know.
I'll be right back, bro. I'll be right back. I have to go let the dog out real quick. I'll be right back.
You're good. I got you.
All right.
So when my friend and so I've learned, and it's really actually funny. I can give you some of the manipulation strategies that I've learned from her doing them to me, and they're pretty advanced. And like if you and I guess if you went to the hood. And
Whoa, what, bro? I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, to be honest. I think you're just yapping. I've asked you for statistics and different things that point to the claims that you've made, especially when you bring up numbers against people and stuff, and you haven't brought anything but anecdotal experiences.
So, yeah, I mean, through that research, I'd have to find it. I mean, I can.
Yes, you do have to find it. That's what intellectual people do. They have to do their research and they have to come with things like that. So if you're going to state claims against people or like marginalized communities in general, especially negative ones, you need to have claims that have, or you need to have sources that back that up.
I understand. I understand that. I wanted to, just go through the story and tell you. But
the story doesn't mean anything to me, to be honest, because there were 6 gummy bears walking across my lawn last night, and then they all were jumping around and singing together, and they were like, all of these fun things were happening in my story, right? But it doesn't matter to you. So your story doesn't matter to me unless it's factual evidence, and that can be proven with facts and sources. So if you're getting information from somewhere, there has to be some sort of source.
So I'm from personal experience. I wrote a theory. Okay.
I can't listen to your personal experience. Like, that's just not how this works. Your personal experience is not what's weighted on the whole society in general. Like, it's not possible at all. There's so many things that I've been through in life that a lot of people will never go through, but that doesn't mean that those things are real or factual or more important just because I went through them.
Are you familiar with John Money?
I'm not.
You're not?
Me? No.
So John Money created gender identity, the term gender identity, gender roles, and he's a psychologist and sexologist. He's born 1921 to 2006, played a crucial role in shaping modern concepts of gender identity and transsexuality. Now, if you know the story of John Money,
we're not gonna use transsexuality because that is that is an incorrect and outdated term. Transgender, and it is not an ideology. Gender is a social construct and has been since before John Money.
So, but yeah, I mean that's just what that's what he brought to the table. But the key one is gender identity.
Ozzy Osbourne is a guitarist, so he brought that to the table, and I'm sure he has some ideas on what like gender is to him, but that still again doesn't mean that like is what it is, right? So just because it's what someone says and what someone thinks doesn't mean it's what it is.
So John Money was doing a circumcision on these twin boys, and he botched one of them, and he cut it off. And so what he said,
Easy.
and so what he said is, well, we won't tell them, and we'll just raise them as a girl, and just because we give them a pink blanket, and
Yeah, I don't actually. You're gonna have to bring a source for this. I just don't believe any of this.
No,
Sorry. I mean,
he's actually correct on this aspect that John Money did take. There were twins, and during a circumcision, one was botched, and they tried to socialize the person that had their circumcision botched as a girl. And this just proves that you cannot make somebody another gender unless they are actually that gender.
yeah, I mean, so just a little thing on that.
So what about it, Boost? Like, how does that relate to like what you're saying? So the idea is your claim that you can essentially make people trans or make people gay or identify a certain way or what?
Well, I mean, it worked on him. He thought he was a girl for the longest time.
Wait.
No, they didn't.
No,
they never did.
No.
It never worked. Like all it did was prove that it didn't work.
Did you ever read to the end of the story on that?
Well, I know he ended up committing unaliving himself, and
yes. Do you know why?
Would you say that worked?
I mean, he was confused.
Not confused. He was not confused. He was forced to live his life as something other than what he was. He was not confused.
I don't think he knew for right away.
He did know. All trans people know
he
right
knew
away.
At a very young age.
Well, there had to be a certain amount of time that he found out. He didn't know the whole time.
How are you? Wait, I'm
hold
confused
on.
how you think.
Now go ahead, Deal. I'll ask in a minute. Go ahead.
I just don't know how you don't understand the idea of this person unaliving themselves and then saying that it worked. Like, I don't. How do those two like cross each other? Like, if this study or theory works and you can make people identify as how you want them to identify, why would they take that away from themselves in the end? There was obviously something that didn't work, which means that person wasn't congruent, or they had congruency and you were forcing them to be incongruent. I'm sure you probably don't understand that either. But this person was obviously cis in this study or whatever happened. They were forced to be something they weren't, which in this situation would have been trans. And then they took their own life away from themselves because of the pain that they felt living in a body or a identity that they weren't themselves, right? So how can you say that person or that study or that theory worked? If it worked, that person would be like flourishing. That person would be beautiful. That person would be...
The guy that actually it was a failed the guy that came up with gender identity, it was off a totally failed tragedy.
He didn't come up with gender identity. Gender identities that already existed for tens of thousands of years. What are you talking about?
The term gender identity, he's
hold
known for
on. So hold on. Did the term gender already exist?
Yeah, I imagine.
Yeah.
He put
Did the term identity already exist?
Yeah, but he put them together.
Did people have genders and identities? Did they identify with a gender?
Yeah, I mean they probably...
Great, so he didn't create jack shit, is what you're telling us.
That's what he's known for.
That's what you know what I'm saying? Like fascists and racists and transmissic people and homomissic people say. Like anybody with an actual education knows that all of this is horse shit.
Boost, what is your gender?
I'm a male.
No, your gender, not your sex.
Yeah. I identify as a male. He, him. Right? Is that kind of what you're saying?
No. Male would denote
your sex.
Your sex.
So a man.
Yes, that is your gender. They're two separate things.
Right.
When did you know that you were born a boy?
I mean, as soon as I figured out how it all worked, I mean, you know, and I saw other girls probably, and I don't know.
So would you say it was somewhere between before you were 7 years old?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, yep. I would say before 7, yeah.
Oh, crazy.
But
Crazy
but
Okay,
backwards.
and understanding that you were born a boy, what would it take for you to be transgender?
well,
What would
if
it
I
take
had
for you
gender-
to
if I
change
had
your gender to?
if I had gender dysphoria, I mean, I would feel
What is
like I
gender
was trapped.
dysphoria?
I think it's, you know, if
What is
you
gender
like,
dysphoria?
you feel like you're trapped in the wrong body.
Do you know that cisgender people have gender dysphoria?
No, I don't know. I haven't heard that.
That
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah. Well, I mean,
Kylie Jenner, at a young age, had gender dysphoria to the point where her parents gave her gender affirming care to give her that alleviation of pain that she was having.
you can have gender dysphoria without being transgender.
right. So I was just coming across John Money. I was just wondering if you guys knew about John Money, but it's an interesting story.
But you don't know about John Money.
I know a little bit about him. I'm not.
You
no,
know,
I'm not
you
an
know,
expert on John
no.
Money.
Listen, bro. You know a bunch of talking points. You don't know
Yeah,
anything about anything. You haven't read
yeah.
any of these
And
things.
the thing that,
But I do know that critical race theory has Marxist roots. Its critiques argue that CRT derives from Marxist ideology, focusing on class struggle rather than racial equality. The
No,
counterpoint
it
is
doesn't.
CRT.
Have you taken a critical race theory class?
No,
Then shut up.
and it's also divisive and pessimistic.
Based on what?
And it's
Have you taken the class?
It lacks empirical.
Have you
evidence,
taken
and
the
it also-
class? Have you taken
and
the
it also
class?
restricts
Have
free
you
speech.
taken the class?
No, but
Then
but
shut
I
up.
talk to-
Oh,
I talk to people
you
that
don't
have,
know
and
what you're
they
talking about. None of
they
what
treat
you
me
just
like
said is
shit.
true.
I get treated like shit.
None of what you just said is true.
Yeah, it is.
Based on what?
I mean, lack of empirical evidence restricts.
How
free
do you
speech
know
of open
if it
debate.
lacks empirical evidence if you haven't taken the class?
What do you mean? I don't know. These are the critiques on it. This is. I think AI is pretty smart. You know.
Boost, be honest with me. When you looked up John Money, did you read it off of the internet?
Yeah, it's his AI
No,
overview.
I
He said it like 6 times.
I actually saw
When you were first talking to Dill and you were reading off the story of John Money, did you read
no,
it off the internet?
I knew about it a while ago. I heard Jordan Peterson
There it is.
tell the story.
Yep, there it is.
Yep, Jordan Peterson, another very intelligent guy.
He's not intelligent at all.
He's transmissic and homomissic.
Wait, Boost, what did you
Jordan
say your
Peterson
wheelhouse
wouldn't
was?
wouldn't have a debate with me on, you know what I'm saying, on his best day.
What did you say your wheelhouse was, Boost?
So my big
Thank
my
you so
big
much
thing
for
is
the
that
$10.
Really quick, just answer
Hey, yo, there's
that.
10
like,
on his head. They said his koala needs to go. There's 10 on his head.
40 more, y'all. Boost, you just have to tell me like what your wheelhouse like the actual like topic.
Yeah, so my biggest, my premise is that woke encourages holding resentment and hatred towards whites and Christians. And if you're not racist, you wouldn't, I wouldn't be getting treated like I do in these kind of spaces. I don't.
Wait, but I'm
people-
treating you the same way as any other person is treating you, and I'm white.
well,
so
that's-
Hey, yo,
that-
here, I just want to show you guys something right quick. I just want to show you guys something really quick. Hold on. Let me flip the screen so everybody can see it. I don't have to remember how to do this. It's been a long time since I've been on my iPad. Mirror video. Is that how you do it? Yes? Okay. Cool. I just want y'all to see this. That said, sorry. I'm going to make sure everybody can hear me. That said, many of CRT claims are supported by extensive empirical evidence, just not always under the label CRT. For example, CRT claims that racism is embedded in systems, not just individual attitudes. Empirical evidence. Studies show black Americans are discriminated against in hiring, even when resumes are identical. Bertrand and Mullinahan, 2004 resume studies. Disparities in sentencing between black and white defendants for identical crimes. Mortgage discrimination study showing people of color are denied loans at a higher rate, even when controlling for income and credit score. CRT argues that colorblindness as a legal principle can sometimes entrench inequality by ignoring systemic factors. Empirical evidence. Research shows that supposedly neutral policies like school funding through property taxes consistently favor white and affluent communities, reproducing segregation and inequality. CRT introduces ideas like interest convergence, the notion that racial injustice advances often occur when they align with the interests of white people. Empirical evidence. The end of segregation during the Cold War, which made the U.S. look hypocritical on the global stage, is often cited as an example. Empirical research in related fields heavily supports CRT's key observations. Sociology, political science, education, public health, and criminology have mountains of studies showing how race and racism operate systematically. It's full of empirical evidence. It's almost nothing but empirical evidence.
Okay, so I'm just saying, and I'm not denying that systemic racism does not exist.
Systemic and systematic. It is built, entrenched into the systems themselves, like healthcare, like the criminal justice system. Fucking based in Marxism. What is Marxism? That's my next question. What is Marxism?
It's the two pillars, two of the four pillars are it attacks capitalism and attacks the family unit.
Wrong.
Yeah.
Marxism totally advocates for having extended families, having large families, meaning multi-generational and family homes. So how's that attacking a family? By saying you should have more family involved.
But because if you're bisexual, you can go and choose to dress up as a girl and get twice as much sex and leave your family and put your fantasies and fetishes before your family.
You have so much. Holy fuck!
I know. Think about it. Happens
Bro,
all the time. We know how men are. If men can go and dress up as a woman and get twice as much sex, you think they're gonna think twice about it?
Something more deeply rooted into this. Do you know your sexuality, Boost? Like, are you very, very like? Yeah. Trade. Are you very, very sure about your sexuality?
Trade. Yeah, I mean,
You're gay or bisexual, right?
No, I'm straight.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Trade.
Your argument doesn't support
but
that.
Are you
but
sure?
Yeah, your argument's definitely not supported by that. The amount of times that you've brought up someone else's. I don't care what your son is. Please don't tokenize him. So the amount of times that you've brought up like other people's sexuality, their gender identity, the way that they have sex with other people, like all these different things about other people doing things in their own personal life is very telling. Like, I can't remember the last time that I argued against someone's identity or their sexual preferences, to be honest, because like I don't care and it's not my opinion, right? But most of the time, like closeted gay men will, or closeted bi men or whatever it is, will like argue down to a point where like.
The problem is when you start making it cool and hip to be gay.
It's not cool. It's not hip. Like, it's not cool at all that I walk out of my house and get hate speech.
The World Economic Forum and BlackRock has.
You're going to mute for a second. It's really not cool at all that I leave my house and get hate speeched in public parking lots just for the way I dress. It's not cool at all that we have to hold protest and sit here and fight for our rights for every single living moment that we live. It's not trendy. Like I've been banned for having pride flags in my TikTok bio. Like nothing about this is cool or trendy. It's not something we chose. It's nothing about it. Okay. So I hate the idea that people think that like we're this like exciting thing. I'm going to invite you to unmute again and you can not talk over people.
So, I'll see. What's this? So my issue is that it's much woke is much it's very.
What's the opposite of woke?
So what?
What's the opposite of woke?
Sleep.
I don't know. I mean, I've never thought about it.
Uneducated, stupid,
Comatose.
ignorant.
No, actually, if you want to say how, so this is what you guys should be mad that that woke has been socially engineered, and it's
socially
not from,
engineered. Black people came up with woke in the mid 1960s.
I know that, and since then,
Everything is socially engineered. Gender socially engineered. The nuclear family is socially engineered. Human beings aren't meant to be monogamous by nature.
It's funny because I've actually thought about that myself. Like, there's times where I have like inside thoughts. I'm like, how does monogamy actually work?
Boost. Where do you grocery shop?
McDonald's.
Food Lion. I love Food Lion, but that's
Me
just
Well,
too.
we just had a large supermarket shop, shut down.
But do they have to restock the aluminum foil very frequently because of you?
That's a good one.
Are you traveling through space and time?
So my issue is woke is much like what.
What is the opposite of woke? I'm not going to allow you to use that word on my platform anymore if you can't tell me what the opposite is.
The opposite of woke, I mean,
Bigot?
So if it's awareness of social injustice, like the technical definition, even though it's been totally, it's way advanced when you look at the Marxist.
What is Marxism?
It attacks the family unit. And
How so? How does Marxism attack the family unit?
Well, with woke,
No, you can't keep bouncing back and forth. How does Marxism attack the family unit?
I can't think of an example right now.
Because it doesn't. It advocates for large families.
Well, why would that be two of the four pillars?
To have a large family? So you have
No.
more people who are able to participate in the rearing of children and the adoption of household labor. That's why. And so if you have more people in the household helping to rear the children, then, husbands and wives can spend actual more quality time with each other. Imagine that. Imagine being able to go out on dates with your spouses more often because there's more hands on deck.
If we looked at the family sizes of homosexuals or lesbians or gays versus
I am a gay person. I am a gay person. If you label someone else by just how you feel about them and the derogatory way, I will remove you. We are all people. The same as you are a white person, I'm a white person. You are a straight person, okay?
This is insane.
You will be using the correct terminology or you won't be using them at all.
I don't.
Hey guys, please tap that screen, share the live.
What do you have a problem? What did I say?
40 left on his head. 40 left on his head.
I am not a gay. And we are not gays. We are gay people, and I am a gay person.
Okay.
If you can't speak like that, then you won't speak at all. The same way goes for any other community. Even ourselves as white people, we are white people. We aren't whites. Okay? So we're going to humanize people when we speak about them. And if you dehumanize us again, like I said, for the fourth time, you won't be speaking again.
Okay.
Yeah, because, bro, you talking crazy talk right now. Like, literally. Where do you get these ideas from? That's what I really want to know. Jordan Peterson.
No. I mean, I only learned about Jordan. I haven't heard him talk about. So, so what woke is much like what Mao did in China with identity.
Wrong. Mao Zedong.
Let me
Mao
just finish.
Zedong is a communist. He was not. He did not. Well, he posed as a communist. He was not concerned with social justice issues. Number one, and number two, became a dictator. That has nothing to do with being woke.
No, but he used identity politics. If you'd let me
Oh,
finish.
you mean like the Republicans?
How do they use identity politics?
The whole entirety of this last political campaign has been about people's identities: immigrants, Latin people, Haitians, people from the Swana region, or what you would call the Middle East, transgender people, gay people in the military, gay people in general. Like that, all they talk about is identities.
Right.
The only thing he's talked about is identities.
The only thing that you've talked about since you've been up here is identities.
I just had to tell you how to identify people because you don't know how to identify people because you continue to talk about identities.
Right. Yeah.
Thomas
I'm probably,
Mossberg, thank you. 30 on his head. 20 on his head. 30 left. 20 on his head. 30 left.
I'm probably doing a little bit of projecting, and
like all you've talked about is identities, literally.
Right.
And that's why I asked what sexuality you were, because you are projecting. Like, you might not know like how deep it goes ingrained into you, but there's a lot of projection going on.
Yep. Could be.
Like, bro, you are in fact a bigot. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Now, you don't have to remain that way. You don't have to keep saying the ignorant things that you say.
What I'm trying to say is that whites are being targeted.
By whom?
So
people. You can follow up the scriptures with people.
Hold on. Hold on, man. Hold on. I'm so fucking confused. Who's targeting white people?
So let me tell you the theory that I came up with, okay? So it's W theory, because whenever I go shopping with my friend, she makes me push the card, she makes me load it, and then she puts and then puts the stuff on there and tells me I'm gonna pay for it, and if I don't, she throws a tantrum and tries to embarrass me. There, just in that little aspect example, there's several manipulation strategies. I've learned a lot of manipulative strategies. I've been able to
just a cuck. That's not anybody's fault. That's not black people's fault. In addition to that,
you got this man on a leash.
Right. It's like, bro, what the fuck does that got to do?
I've never been intimate with her.
And you love it. And you love it. So shut up.
I don't love it.
So why are you going to the grocery store with her?
You can say no, right?
Yeah, but I'm a real nice guy. The same way that my friend, he's homeless. I
hold on a second, y'all. I got something for this. Hey, but YouTube, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to mute for a second.
Bro said he's never been intimate.
Yeah. So let me just give you this theory. Okay. All right.
This one's good too, though.
Bro getting tricked off.
So anyway.
So basically, you're paying to be.
Are you not entertained?
Oh my God.
Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all tip jar, all in the link tree.
Hey, Boost, I'm gonna be honest with you. You could not have given me. It would have been probably $50,000 before I would have said some information like that on a public platform.
Oh, for at least minimum.
Yeah, 50 grand like might not have done the emotional toll that I would have taken for the rest of my life on that.
Saying what? What do you mean?
This has made my whole weekend.
That you've been getting tricked off, bro.
Hey, yo, does your collar have studs on it?
Dude, she's a hustler and I'm a hustler. So we like, you know,
You're
so
not
we're
a
going
hustler
at
if
it.
you're getting hustled.
I was about to say you getting hustled.
Hey, 30 on that boy head. 30 on that boy head.
So I got some, you know, and she is black, so I'm taking it out on black people.
Why?
What?
I'm overgeneralizing.
But why? Actually, like, sit down on this for a second.
This
like,
stuff
why does
only
really
happens
quick? Why
the
does
hood.
one? Hold on. Because personally, Boost, I know.
Fuck is going on? Yeah. Hey, yo, I gotta. Hey, the wife texted me. I'll be right back.
So why do you think that one person's actions reflect the whole community's?
Well, I mean, I mean, it's just something that you learn in the hood, or that I feel like it's learned in the hood.
Bro,
like people.
Stop saying hood. Stop. Okay? Because I asked you why one person's decision and what they're doing reflect the whole community. So your experience in general with this person that you're claiming as a she or whoever, I don't even know who it is. It doesn't matter. And please don't identify them any farther. But why does that person's exact, like, I just don't understand how black people are held accountable for this person doing this, because this seems like something that this person wants to do.
I'm not saying every black person.
You just did, though.
Saying, like, you know, it's like if you're gonna get played, you know, it's like if you go to the hood, you gotta be street smart.
Stop saying the hood. It doesn't matter where we are, and you are not part of a place or part of the demographic that's even allowed to be saying that. Okay? It doesn't matter. Stay on the point.
What should I call it instead of hood?
It doesn't matter when you go to a certain place, because it doesn't matter. What I'm asking you is, why does this one person's actions reflect the whole community? Like you just said, you're overgeneralizing. Why do you feel that way? I know why personally, but like, why do you think that? I want you to ask yourself.
Because I've been fucked over so many times.
So because you have been fucked over so many times, that gives you the right to just be racist to black people.
Well, I mean, it's kind of like, you know, if you were a slave and, you know, it's always the white people that are putting you in chains. It's, you know, so,
yeah, I think in this personal situation, like, I think that you have an agreement or some sort of thing that you have with this person that puts you in a position of, to be honest, we could dive deep into this whole grocery store situation and you paying for the bills and all of that, but I'm not going to, because it's much deeper than this. What I'm asking you is, go ahead, Kiki.
Something that's mutually beneficial for Boost, that he's not willing to say no when he's being taken advantage of.
Exactly.
Well,
but I'm asking how.
Dude, if I say no, she uses another manipulation strategy and starts fucking screaming at the store. She's
then
fucking
say no
good.
before you even get to the store. Don't go to the store with her.
I know. I got to smarten up. So, anyways,
so that's not her fault. That's yours.
And it's not black people's fault, because we need to follow the logic. So it's not her fault that she wants to be in this position and that you're in this position. Like, both of you are choosing to be in this position.
So she likes to make me her little bitch.
That's fine. People do.
And you
that.
like to be her little bitch, bro. Like, what are you saying?
But that's cool. Like, people do that.
No, I don't like it.
Hey, listen.
Then do something about it.
Hey, listen. Hold on. Kiki and Dill know me in real life. Like, know me in real life. Like, spent time with me in real life. Hey, Dill, what's the likelihood of me doing something I don't like and I don't want to do?
That's why I said it's like 50 grand for me, so probably none for you.
Okay, Kiki, what's the likelihood of me doing some shit I don't want to do?
I got a better chance of fucking trying to drag you.
Bro, he's so hard-headed.
Still not being successful.
Right. Like if I don't want to do something, I'm not going to do it. And there's no amount of convincing me. There's no amount of convincing me that I should or it's a good idea. If I don't want to do it, I'm not going to do it. I'm just not.
Right. So wait until you hear this theory. So she likes to make me her little.
Bro, we don't need to hear about your fetishes and your carrying case.
Bruce,
Stop.
I've had bottom surgery and I've got bigger balls than you.
Oh,
crazy.
Probably.
That was a read.
So anyways,
if I've ever heard one.
We can call it the boost theory or trigger theory or the W word that rhymes with the N word. But it proposes that certain individuals from minority groups derive secret psychological gratification or power satisfaction by manipulating perceived oppressors, exploiting historical grievances to influence or control former majority power structures.
Bro, does
also
bro like read straight out of like a
dynamics.
white supremacy manifesto or something? Like, that's gotta be like Victor Neves or some shit. That's gotta be what's the other dude's name?
I had to mute you for a second.
Ben Shapiro. That's gotta be Ben Shapiro shit. That's gotta be.
No, I came up with this. I totally came up with this.
That's Ben Shapiro.
Now listen to the next one. So, and then part 2 is role reversing dynamics, turning the tables on those deemed responsible for past oppression. And some people totally say, yeah, that's totally true. Some people don't. So you see how it sits with you. I know it's not going to sit very well. And then we have in part 3 is internalized victimhood leverage, using perceived victim status to gain advantages, sympathy, or power over others.
That's what you're trying to do to us right now.
I'm actually really happy.
I know. I'm probably doing it to you right now, aren't I?
You're victimizing yourself, yeah. As a white man,
I know.
you're on a panel.
Hey, yo, $5 left on that boy head. $5 left on that boy head.
I'll send you that. Just
so, and then part 4 is psychological empowerment.
Hey, Booze. I have a really quick question for you. Hang
on, let me just say this part. Minority individuals gain psychological power by portraying themselves.
I got you. Yeah. I got you.
He's got the tightest fucking studded leash around his neck.
Jones is fucking Christ.
Yeah, that was absolutely batshit crazy. Katie Lou, what's going on? I don't know if you got introduced yet or not, but good morning.
Good morning, everyone. I'm not an op, but I just wanted to say, despite, even in addition to, I should say, his obvious racism and transphobia and homophobia, he is a raging misogynist.
Oh, yeah,
all he
absolutely.
kept doing was talking about women turning tricks, how many times they manipulate people, what kind of sex they have. That dude had so many issues.
He got way too much goddamn time on his hands as far as I'm concerned.
And how can you have a theory when you're reading it clearly from a book?
Oh yeah, no, that's 100%. 100%. That is what's his name? Ben Shapiro. That's Ben Shapiro all day.
All right. Well, that's all I wanted to say. But I just want to say I love your work.
Thank you.
I'm a teacher. I'm home for the day. Don't tell anybody. But I listen to you as often as I can, and I really appreciate all the hard work that you put in.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Take care.
Hey, listen, we have a lot planned. You know what I'm saying? Moving forward, I was having every single computer issue in the world, which kind of like put a delay on a lot of the things that we were trying to do. But it seems that everything is working, the way it's supposed to now. So we're good to go. Now I just gotta get fucking TikTok to stop restricting my live. And we'd be back in the game.
We've been slowly building it. I think we haven't been live in a while.
Right. Hey, yo, can y'all tell? Has anybody watched the last couple of videos I made?
I saw the one this morning.
No, I'm not doing studio. I'm not in studio. I'm on my iPad. But everything else is connected to the studio. Everything else is connected. Like, I'm on, YouTube. They can hear everything that y'all are talking about. I can even pop the screen up onto the screen if they wanted to see who was talking or anything like that. But I don't think that it's necessary because they can hear it. And then I'm also on Twitch. Excuse me. So I'm on all the platforms. But I'm just not using TikTok Studio anymore because it's too convoluted and it like, I don't know. I thought the reason I stopped using Studio is because I thought what was happening yesterday. Thank you, Dale. I thought what was happening yesterday had something to do with TikTok Studio, but clearly it does not. Hey, did we go through and try to eradicate the mods?
I went through all of the fake accounts that I could see with like 0 zeros. And I blocked probably like 5 or 10, but I didn't want to block anyone that was a friendly. So I do notice that there's a lot of people that kind of just watch that are like professionals, like teachers and stuff, and they don't have like full accounts. So, but no, anything that obviously looks suspicious is gone.
Okay.
I think it really revolves around like community engagement. Like every time we go live, I think that all of us have to participate and make sure that we are doing those things. Like it's very important. It's not just something that we say, you know?
Yeah, Studio doesn't it barely pushes to FYP. But you know what? That was crazy. When we first started going on Studio, we were still hitting 18 to 2,000 every single morning. So yeah. I think we just need to build the momentum up. I think we just need to build the momentum up again. And it'll take time. Like I said, there's just, life be lifing sometimes. And there's been a lot of other things that we've had going on that kind of superseded me going live. Maze Madman on YouTube. Thank you for the $5 super chat. I do appreciate you. They said this guy needs a counselor like yesterday. Oh, man.
Yes, for the person who asked if liking helps, everything that you can as a participant or a viewer do, engaging with the live helps, whether it be sharing, gifting, liking, commenting, tagging, like literally anything is going to help in some fashion.
Let's not be hypocrites is my only critique, is what Maze Madman said in their super chat. Thank you for the super chat. I don't know what you mean by let's not be hypocrites. You were literally, Jones is my friend in real life. I just think it's a bit hypocritical. I'm not sure what we're talking about, though, specifically.
I'm in love with a stripper. God, I'm never going to forget that today.
Oh, the reason he got kicked didn't have anything to do with the things that he was saying. The reason he got kicked is because people paid to kick him.
Good morning, R. Did you mean to come up here? Actually, I think, is it Renee? Renee? Right, Renee?
I don't think they know they're up here.
No.
What up, Phil? What's up, Kier?
Oh shit! I was tapping.
Nope, you gotta talk now. You know the rules. You know the rules. As soon as you say something, you gotta talk.
I'm sorry.
Give us a good fact, Kier. Give us a good fact. Anything.
Oh, my communication skills are really, really terrible.
Oh, no, I get what you're saying. Oh, so he said the reason that they threatened to kick him is because he kept saying the blacks and the gays, and he just kept using, like derogatory language towards marginalized groups of people while not being a part of the marginalized group. I don't have no problem with people that especially when it's bigots. I don't have no problem with people bullying bigots. Like, bro was doing the most.
He was also getting into like some really twisted stuff about like how certain communities are going to like use their oppression against their oppressors and all kinds
that
of
shit was weird, man. That shit
bunch
was
of like
weird.
conspiracy theory stuff that happens.
Oh yeah, he started out with the anti-Semitism right out the gate. Right out the gate, my man came out with the anti-Semitism.
I came up when he said, intersexuality.
Oh yeah, that shit had me
Internal
floored.
sexuality instead of intersection.
I tell you what, boy. Hey, you know what though, man? I'm not even playing when I say this either. Like it is. I was on a college campus talking to college students, and I was like, "There's no way y'all made it this far." Going to Texas A&M, which is not a cheap school. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not cheap to go to Texas A&M. And I was like, how are y'all this damn dumb? Like, your parents had to be alumni or some shit. Had to be.
On a real note, like, I do feel bad for people like that. Like, I would not want to be someone who isn't equipped. Like when it comes to education and stuff that you do have access to, like that is a white man in a white America. He has every opportunity to be educated on any level he wants to be. And he's sitting here making he's making theories about himself. Like I don't, this is, I mean, it's privilege in itself too.
Right. Right. But
Especially,
I'm just,
go ahead.
I no, because like one of the debates I had, it wasn't like it was just like an impromptu debate. Like I was just happening to be walking from one stage to the next, and somebody stopped me and was like, "What is a woman?" And I was like, "Well, let's see if you can tell me." And so, I just started asking him some questions, and I said, "If you could, give me an immutable characteristic of a woman." Bro went on for like 30 solid minutes. And his girlfriend acted like she wanted to fight me. His girlfriend is the one who rushed the stage on Mandy, on Potty Mouth Pollyanna. Like legitimately rushed the stage. I'm like, you can't be on here rushing stages. The cops scooped her ass up real fast.
Scooped her.
She was like, that's my boyfriend. She can't talk to my boyfriend like that. I was like, imagine having your girl run up on the stage to protect you. That's crazy.
She needs to sit back and realize what's happening there too.
Right. And there was no way. Hey, listen. And Johnny was like, I wonder if she knows about her boyfriend.
She just wanted an autograph.
Oh man, it was crazy, town. I was like, I can't wait for whatever's next. But I'm not necessarily sure I'll ever want to do Texas A&M again, though.
When you lifted up the camera one time when you were like just live and you like lifted it up to show kind of the crowd, and I just saw a sea of red hats, I had a literal physical reaction. My body like shook and gagged. It was so wild. I was like, holy shit.
There was so many. There was so many. Wild. And people kept asking me like, yo, aren't you scared? And I'm like, of what?
Yeah, that's the last person, to be honest, that I would be scared of. It's just, I don't know, it's like the idea of like the cult mentality of them all being there. Like, to be honest, it's the seagull scene from Nemo. That's the only thing we keep thinking of. Every time.
Mine.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like, they all look the same, too.
Yo, and had the nerve to be calling people cultists. I was like, y'all can't be for real out here. Avril, what's up? Avril, did you know you're up here? Okay. Mogan.
Oh, I'm up? Wow, I didn't mean to request. You did great the other day. I was yeah, that was amazing seeing you guys do all that. But you can kick me. I am a big fan.
All right, appreciate you, Frey. Ophelia's dad, what's good, buddy?
Nothing, just out here listening to you like always. I had a question. The Charlie Kirk thing, did it happen already? Or not happen?
On Tuesday.
Okay, where can I watch it?
There's going to be a bunch of stuff on YouTube. You just got to wait for us to finish editing all the footage. Like, I mean, there's like 10 hours of footage from 30 different creators. So
I mean, the coward thing, did he not show up? Or
well, he was there. He just wouldn't talk to us. As soon as he saw me come to the front of the line, he told his people to take me to the back. You know what I'm saying? And and bring me up the walkway. And then so as soon as I got around to the back, I mean, his security was like, "Yeah, Charlie's not gonna let you up there, bro." So I was like,
wow.
But he let Symbol Black Theory up there though.
Which was also a big L for him. Also, like, I mean, regardless, like someone was gonna read him up and down.
Oh yeah, nah. Simple Black cooked him.
This might sound crazy, but
I'll go back to the comments unless you want to hear my dad joke of the day.
Nah, go ahead, hit me with it.
What kind of doctor was Dr. Pepper?
Oh jeez, I don't know. What kind of doctor was he?
A physician.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry, but I'm still out here.
So dad jokes make me like very happy and also very mad,
uncomfortable
at the same time. I'm like, why does this level of stupidity make sense? Like,
a physician is crazy. Oh man.
If there's any people that are opposition or agree with being mad,
we might have to do one more restart. What time is it? 11:18. We might have to do one more restart. And then
the Fire podcast is in the group or in the guest request. Is that someone we know?
Oh, that's me. I accidentally requested.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also can't like kick people out of the guest request. It's been glitching, so.
Yeah, I didn't know I was in the guest request.
I thought it was, to be honest, someone trying to like impersonate y'all's podcast to like gain followers or something.
Yeah, nah, because I'm still a mod. I'm a mod on that for this account on that account. That's why I was just going through the things, and you know what I'm saying, like TikTok is mad glitchy. Yo, when I got on this morning, everything on my FYP was from like January and February. I was like, what is this about? But apparently TikTok crashed last night. The servers crashed.
Have you ever reset your For You page, like in the settings?
You can do that?
It is the most amazing thing you'll ever do in your life.
You're lying.
Everyone tune in really quick. So you're going to go to your settings, and then there's some sort of, you'll find it in the settings, but it's like engagement or content, and then you can click reset For You page, and it will refresh with a bunch of new stuff that you haven't seen. And it's very eye-opening because you realize how deep in you were, like, in your own, like, stuff, I guess.
You know, I don't really watch content, though, so.
Well, I mean, I don't watch content like yours either anyway, so. I'm kidding.
I just don't really watch content. Like, if somebody sends me something, like Pub sends me like a video every day. A lot of times he sends them directly to my text messages because he knows I'll check my text messages. He be sending me shit all the time.
One thing I did feel like when we were going through like the harder times, like after the initial like inauguration, I felt like my For You page was very sad, and like it ended up getting like, it made me feel bad. So I did like a refresh, and it did show me the other things that were happening like around the world that weren't sad, and it was able to give me energy to push through. Like there's a lot of good shit that happens and a lot of bad times too. And our algorithms are made to, you know, feed directly to what we want to see. And in times of, you know, sad times, we want to see those things as humans. So just make sure you do think about that. I think Instagram, you can do it too. You can refresh your Explore page. It's really beneficial to your mental health. And it's easy to get back to. Like, you just engage with the same shit you like, then it's right back to normal. But it's nice to add some new creators into that mix too. And that's what happened to me. Stacy, did you mean to come up here, friend? Stacy Hogan? If not, that's okay. Just say no and we'll drop you.
It's like, I'm just going to take this nap. Ooh. Do we have somebody in the request?
No, someone just dropped out. I didn't see who they were.
Okay, gotcha.
We got a guest request. Let's see. Miss Blue Love. Let's see.
Because if not, I'm about to do a quick restart.
They're so nice.
Miss Blue Love, what's going on?
Sorry.
What's up? Good morning.
Good morning. I was talking to my dog.
How are you this morning?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing good, thanks.
We had a little miniature dance party. We talked to, you know what I'm saying, a wild ass bigot for a little bit, you know. just a regular old Friday. You have some water and said something kind about yourself today?
Yes, I have. Thank you.
I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear you taking care of yourself.
Yes, thank you. Take care of yourself.
All right. Have a good one.
You too.
Amy, good morning. Oh, shit.
Sorry, that was an accident.
What was?
Requesting up. I didn't mean to request up.
That's fine. How are you today?
I'm good.
Good.
How are you guys?
Fantastic.
You do have an echo, so we'll drop you.
Okay, you guys have a great day.
I think I need to go. It's
What are you about to
11:20.
do?
Bruh, my hair's still like not washed. I don't know.
Oh.
I just need to get in the shower or something.
Apparently, people with locks don't wash their hair. At least that's what the people on YouTube always tell me. I'm like, what makes you think we don't wash our hair? Like,
I think actually so that's one of those things that like I do remember growing up hearing, like in that white America we talk about, is that like black people's hair is not washed and it's like dirty or something, right? So that's obviously stemmed like directly from racism.
I put it on anybody. You know what I'm saying? I guarantee you my hair smells better than yours. Guaranteed. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. I guarantee. I put it up against anybody's hair. Apple cider vinegar first. What's an apple cider vinegar hair wash? And then, you know what I'm saying, like all types of other natural like shampoos and conditioners. And
you know one thing
amazing
that white people do that we need to stop doing is we need to stop using just bars of soap with our hands, or just your hands after touching, like scrubbing the bar of soap in your hands. Y'all need to get, actually it's not y'all, it's we need to get washcloths and shit and fix that. I actually like didn't realize that was like a big thing until I like realized how many people I know like don't have washcloths in their shower.
Who else is using the bar soap though?
I mean, it's just me and David, I guess.
Well, I mean,
does everyone have their own personal bar of soap?
Listen, everybody in my house has their own personal shower, so.
Yes, so.
Yeah, I wish I had a person. Well, I do.
Yeah.
Listen.
Like me and Amanda cannot share a bathroom, and all of the kids. The only people that share a bathroom are the little girls, but everybody else has their own shower in their bedroom, their own bathroom and shower.
That's lit.
Yeah, because I'm not about to share no fucking shower with the kids.
What about
Fuck
like
that noise, man?
if it's anti-bac soap?
I'm so sorry. I don't mean to cut anybody off. I'm so
You're
sorry.
good. You're good.
But I did want to. I wanted to comment on the dirty hair. I was talking.
You about to say my hair dirty?
First of all, my brother started the trend of dreadlocks. And they're not even called like, okay, I don't have
dreadlocks. I just have locks.
No, you have locks. You have locks. But dreadlock, they get called dreads because African people, Vikings, they mixed, and then African people passed on the tradition of locks to Vikings. But then when the Vikings went to like England and like the kings and queens, they literally laughed at them and said that they were dreadful. So that's why we have the saying dreads. That's literally where that comes from.
Vikings was a job. It wasn't like a culture or nothing like that, or a group of people from a place. It was a job, number one. And number two, the only reason that Vikings had locks in their hair is because when they would get in like battles and wars, their hairs would get matted with like mud and blood. So it wasn't the same. Like they didn't learn it from us or anything like that.
No, but they're well.
Can I ask how your brother started it? I think you said something about that.
So my brother's super old. I'm not gonna say like where I'm from, but I'm from a place. Okay, so obviously, I feel like Lil Wayne made it the trend.
Yeah, but
for dreads to be a thing,
or
locks to be a thing. I gotta get. No, back in like the early 2000s though. I'm talking about like back in the day when he was like not cursing in his music because yeah, you know. But no, back in the day, you know, he obviously started it, but there were not a lot of people where I came from, where I lived, that were doing it. I feel like the taper.
Shit, I grew up in DC. Everybody had locks in DC when I was growing up, and that was in the 80s.
Wait, how old are you, Lagani?
It's Layagony.
Layagony. I apologize.
Yeah, it's a weird looking name, so people.
No, I just read usernames all day, every day. So just trust me, it's not anything crazy.
I know you weren't doing it on purpose. Also, Jones, I love you. I wasn't trying to like be mean.
Oh no, I was just playing.
I just thought that joking. Like, well, I've heard that like people think that like black people were in like Denmark and stuff like that. They were there. People don't hear about it. They don't know about it, but they were there. It was an exchange of culture. And I just feel like maybe I did like get that wrong, but I've heard a lot that Vikings traveled, and when they traveled, they did go to Africa and they befriended people. And yeah, I'm 22, by the way.
Yeah, that's not where it came from, though. I'm just giving you a.
No, I don't know. Yeah, no, I don't think that's where it came from, but I think that's where a lot of the you know how like braids and everything like that, they're always trying to be, people are trying to be like, well, it came from Vikings, but Vikings were, I feel like, a little bit versatile with a lot of their like culture.
They were domestic terrorists that would raid different villages, take women.
Yes, that is true.
They were truly some of the worst people to ever exist.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah.
I'm not saying I'm not saying that they didn't do bad things. I'm just saying that the argument of like locks being incorporated into European culture, it derives from Vikings, and like even and like you said, it's probably just from their hair being super matted, but it was something that even if they didn't get it from us, it was something that like they had and they went through, and it was seen as like something that was different. But regardless of that, I am 22. My brother, I don't know how old you are, Jones, but I don't think
43.
my brother. Oh, you look amazing for your age. But
yeah, I drink water and I'm not a bigot. Works out.
the Europeans coined dreads in the 15. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that like they invented it. I'm just saying that they saw it and like in Cooper. Like I'm not saying that they invented it. That's insane. But I do think that a lot of the influence came from Africa. I do think that it was that. But I had so many things that I wanted to like mention while I was up here. I'm not a Trump supporter, by the way. I'm not MAGA at all. I would never do that to myself. That's insane. No. Elvis,
Are you
come on.
arguing with the comments?
Y'all are trying to come for me in the comments. I am literally not a bad person. I love everybody.
You don't
Anyone
have to argue with the comments.
Well, yeah. Yes, you're right. But no, I was just originally going back to my like thought process. There were not a lot of people that were wearing locks like where I came from. And then my brother started wearing them, and then literally like 2 years later, like my brother had locks that in like the early 2000s, his locks were so long that they were like past his butt. He had been growing them yes, that's what I'm saying. He had been growing them for so long, and when he first started his journey, it was a lot of bullying, but he got to a point where
My bad.
he got to a point though where they got like super long, and right before they got to like surpassing his like butt and everything like that, he cut him off and everything, which was really sad. I was sad about that. But I won't say like he started the trend. Obviously, they've like locks have been around forever, but he made it a super big trend.
Like in your area,
Yeah, like people didn't see the like beauty in it at first, but then when he started wearing them and people saw how long they got, it was something that made a lot of people. And dreads are not like locks are not dirty. Like first of all, I hate this too because lice comes from clean hair. I hope people know that.
What?
Lice comes from clean hair.
Yikes.
Lice, L-I-C-E.
No, I know what you're talking about. No, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that comes from clean hair.
It can be any hair.
Yeah, but it derives from excessive, like when you clean your hair too much. Because I was looking up on this because I went to a predominantly white school, so people used to always ask me like, because I'm like I don't wash my hair every day. That doesn't mean that my hair is dirty. But people ask me.
Wash our hair every day. It would remove the.
That's what I'm saying. Nobody understands that.
That makes sense. I didn't think about that. How like
water dries out your skin. It dries out your hair. Your hair needs oil. Well, my hair needs oil to live. I don't know about everybody else's hair. I can't speak for everyone, but I can speak for mine. And I have 4C hair. I look super light, but I have 4C hair.
My son has 4C hair.
Yeah,
he's super light. Well, 2 of them do, and then like I would say like 2 of the girls have like 3C.
That's my sisters. We have the same mom and dad, and I'm the only one with 4C.
The youngest 2 have like 2B.
How that okay?
Ran out of juice. Ran out of melanin.
That's what I just said to my mom this morning. I was like, "You're mad at me because you ran out of toner?" Yeah, it makes no sense. Right? Like it's not my fault. But no, I'm not a Trump supporter. I'm not a MAGA. I could not do that.
I never had lice before either. Look, my mom found out that there was a kid at school, wasn't even my class, had lice. She took me and my sister out of school for like the whole week. She's like, nope.
You know what's so crazy? I was in high school and one of my best friends had lice and she didn't tell me. She just came to school with a new haircut. And I was like, what is this?
That's crazy.
Why'd you cut your hair?
Let's see what this gentleman has to say.
Okay, wait. No, another thing that I really, really wanted to say. I saw you in Texas. I was about to pay a fee to come down there. I wanted to see you guys so bad. You probably see me in your comment section. Some of y'all have probably all seen me in your comment section because I want you guys to come closer to me. But
what city are you in?
Midwest, Chi-Town.
I figured as
But y'all
much.
aren't gonna
I figured
come
it was
here.
Chicago.
Why?
Because I could just tell. I've been to every major city in America. My sister used to live in Chicago. She opened like the largest Ulta in the Midwest in Chicago.
That is so beautiful.
Yeah, so.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, you might have to text me so I can go.
I hated that place, man. It was terrible.
You hated Chicago or the Ulta?
It was not. It was November, so it was bad. Like it was cold as fuck. It was windy as fuck. I was like, I can't do this. This is not for me.
Honestly, I feel like this is the best time to visit. It's still getting warm. There aren't a lot of people outside. You're not going to see that many people outside.
I was just in Milwaukee and in Chicago. And when was that? December deal?
Okay, well, that's around Christmas. I can't meet you during Christmas season.
November.
I'm not even a Christian, but family.
Yeah, it might have been, I don't know, it might have been October, November. I don't remember shit. I've been so many places, it all just blends in.
I love that. You should visit as many places as you can, like literally.
Yeah, I've been. I have more like sky miles than car miles most years.
You travel that much? Well, honestly, it's not that expensive to travel. I've just been looking at well, okay, yes, plane wise. I thought that like a plane trip from where I am to like
it was October. Yeah, I think it might have been October.
In 2019, I flew 77 times in 9 months.
Shit.
Oh my god.
But it was under a company, so I mean, and if I had to pay for that, I would literally be broke.
Uh-oh. The queen is back.
You would be broke. Your kids would be broke. Your grandkids would be broke. I mean, that's a lot of flying. That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Why do you say uh-oh? Why do you say uh-oh?
Folks might about to be getting in trouble.
Why would somebody get in trouble?
I don't know. You just popped
what
up out of
y'all
nowhere.
doing?
It's no rats! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! I'm sorry. You. Oh my god.
And just for payback, somebody can put $50 on my head so Rads can kick me.
Hey, they did put $50 onto my head to get him up out of here though. They said he got to go, bro. Like, hey, listen, when you see the playback, baby, it's some of the craziest conversation I've had in my entire life. I'm not even exaggerating.
Today?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, like less than an hour ago.
Yeah, and he was on here for a solid hour and 20 minutes.
And then we had a dance party in the middle of it because we
were tired. We did. We played I'm in love with a stripper.
We literally just stopped the conversation to dance.
Because he was getting tricked out.
Oh, boy.
Wait, no, Rads. He goes, so there's this girl, and when we go to the grocery store, she makes me put everything she makes me find everything on the shelves and put everything in the cart, and then we get up to the line, and she makes me pay for everything, and I was like, damn, she's got a leash on you. And then he goes, and guess what? I've had no intimacy with her. And we all busted out laughing.
Wow. Look at him. He's doing great.
But he said
he doesn't. Christofferson said he was up there 59 minutes too long.
Right. No, dead ass.
I just want to say, no, Rads, you are so beautiful. I love you. I love you. Shout out to you, girl. You're so pretty. Oh my gosh.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. I'm sorry, guys. I was trying to be quiet, but I really just, yo, you amazing. You and Jones. I love both of you guys. I don't know who this only person is, but you seem amazing too. But no, Rads, no, yeah.
I appreciate it.
Girl power. You know how I'm coming with that. I'm gonna be honest.
Right.
But
so
no,
have you been having fun?
I was having so much fun when I was watching your lives, but then they ended. So no, I'm not. I'm actually a little upset because you guys didn't go
Yeah, we had a lot of scheduling stuff, and I'm working nights. I'm actually supposed to be sleeping right now, but I woke up because it's crazy hot in here. But I'm probably gonna go back to sleep. I'm gonna try
No,
to
you should.
anyway. So I don't
You
have much
should get you
time.
some sleep. I'm so sorry, girl. I'll probably try to get some money together, send you a back massager. Like they have back massagers and like heaters that you can put in your car. So when you're driving, you can get a little back massage. I'll get you one of those because my boyfriend got me one, and that was really nice.
Oh, nice. That I would appreciate that, but you don't have to do something like that. That's okay.
No, I don't have to. I didn't say that I have to, but I want to because I really love you. I don't want to fix, but
Thank
I
you.
like you guys. I love you guys. Y'all are fighting a good fight. I am really wanting to get into politics, and my entire family has been like, "Don't do it because it's not going to be a good look." But
Why?
because they don't want to get like they hear about like the fear of like being doxxed and just the fear of like people coming after them, especially like if I'm a leftist. I'm not a liberal. I'm a leftist. I'm gonna
Mm.
say it just plainly, and people don't like us. So my family has been like, we agree with your views, we understand them, but we don't want you to publicly announce them because we're scared that there are going to be a lot of bad consequences that come with that. And I'm
Nah, you can run for local office. Start with local office. You'll be all right.
if I'm running for local office, then like if I run for president, are you going to be, my first lady?
I don't know if the American people would go for that. I don't know if they're
They
ready.
wouldn't.
But
But
shit,
if
I
they
would.
did though, if they did.
I shit, I would. Let's do it. Bye, Jones. See you later.
Oh, bye. See you later. Get you some sleep, apes.
Good night.
Love you, sister.
Good night, everybody, or good day, or whatever it is. I'm gonna go get some beauty sleep so I can get ready to be first lady. I'll see y'all.
All right, see ya. I'm gonna try to restart real quick and see if we can get at least one more op, and if not, I'm gonna call it a morning. While we're taking a break, Cash App, PayPal, tip jar, Venmo, all in the bio. Support myself and No Rad's journey to Unfuck America. If you want to donate directly to the PAC, you can go to the link in my bio. I put it in there yesterday. Just go to either mine or No Rad's picture on there, and just click it, and it'll take you to Act Blue, and donate there, because that also helps. You know what I'm saying? Us get more tour dates. But like I said, to fight fascism is going to take collectivism. It's going to take mutual aid. It's going to take a lot of grassroots efforts. It's going to take a lot of work. I have a lot of people that I'm already working with and in conversations with about doing some really big things. So, but like I said, it's going to require, listen, there's an opportunity for Tough Fam to really do something amazing. Like, I mean, really do something amazing. So, whatever you can do to help support us, please. Like I said, even if it's just $1 will do you. We do appreciate it. Let's do this. Let's go into the midterms with a unified message of progressivism, and let's fucking turn the tables on these people, because this is what they've been doing. I mean, Charlie Kirk spends $500,000 every location. $500,000.
Are you serious?
Yes, and he went to 300 locations last year. Imagine how much money that is.
Oh my God! Are you?
He went to 300
people complaining about
locations
sending money
at
to
$500,000
Ukraine?
a pop.
No.
So,
oh my God, that's crazy.
Now I'm not
sorry.
asking for $500,000, y'all. I'm just
No.
saying. I'm just saying, let's do what we can to keep the party going. That's all I ask.
I keep checking to see if they update for like the next tour stop, just to see if I
For
can
us?
make it. Yeah.
We can't do that. I'll explain why. I'll call you afterwards.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyways, all right, I'm gonna restart real quick, and then we'll be right back.
Bye, Jones.
Bye.
believe in hell, but if it did exist, I've got to imagine the seventh.
Thank you so much. Who we got here, y'all? Free Palestine. I'm definitely here for that. Kiki, what you got going on today?
I worked midnights last night. My roommate's got some hospital or doctor visits that she's got to do. So, other than that, I'm just gonna be working around the house.
You got something specific that you're working on?
Just tidying up after like getting the leaves out of the yard and stuff like that. Get the lawnmower running.
My old house in Virginia, we had like 2.5 acres and nothing but like trees everywhere. And when I tell you, like raking leaves or getting man, it was the worst. It was the absolute worst. I was like, I can't think of anything worse than this. And then cutting grass because I'm like super allergic to grass. It was terrible. Terrible. I had really bad allergies when we were just in
Texas?
Yeah, real bad. Which I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't have any allergies in Florida. Lefty Left Debbie, what's going on?
I sent you an invite to unmute Lefty.
Sorry, I was gardening and somehow hit the button.
Oh, it's okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I've got about 2 acres, and there's not many trees on it, but it's just a lot to mow.
Thank you, Tiffany. Who we got here? Who we got? I'm not really gonna bring up many more friendlies right now, guys. I'm just trying to see if we can get another op before I shut it down for the day. If not, I'm gonna go film some content, edit some content, and then go pick up the kids. Go pick up the littles. I'm surprised I haven't had no angries on YouTube today. But if the angries are there on YouTube watching, there is a call-in number. You can just call in. You can call in to the hotline, 407-900-1693, if you would like to discuss one of the topics on the back of the board. Feel free to call in. Like I said, it is 900-1693. I'm surprised we haven't gotten any calls today, though. We normally get more calls than anything else.
Yeah, there's usually at least like 2 or 3 calls every morning.
Right. Well, there's actually a bunch more than that. What happens is the rest of them all call while somebody's on the phone. Is what happens. I wonder if it'll cause a delay if I send the calls to here. I don't want to mess with it too much, you know what I'm saying? But also. Oh, shoot, what happened? Oh, that's why. There we go. A3. I want to listen to another song. How about you?
I'm always down for some music.
What song we gonna listen to? Let's see what's next on the playlist. But
that's what I was gonna say. Just hit shuffle on the next one that comes up.
All right, let's see what they got for us. And the reason you guys couldn't hear me is because I can't allow the music to play on YouTube. That's why y'all didn't hear anything. Yeah, YouTube and Twitch don't allow me to play music. I have a boom mic, y'all. I think I just need to move it around to the other side of the table. But typically, I'm not sitting like right here in the middle of the sofa. I'm sitting over there, so the mic is closer to me, so I don't have to lean forward as much.
Hey,
What's up?
I forgot to say something earlier.
Mm-hmm.
You want to talk to the people about Thailand?
Oh, we still have spots open, huh?
Well, we have 2 spots open gratis.
That's true. We have 2 spots open. How we want to do that?
I mean, I'll just tell them about it because we have to figure this out in the next 24 hours.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Okay. So here's the deal, guys. We're going on the trip to Thailand. Unfortunately, there were some people who were unable to go, and so they were gracious enough to essentially donate what they paid, so other people could go in their place. So if you're able to go to Thailand from June 15th through the 21st, including travel, you have to remember it's a long trip. So the 14th through the 22nd, and you want to go for free, you got to let us know. Now, you do have to pay for your airfare. Airfare is not included. But the trip itself, all of the tour guided activities, your accommodations, all of that is already covered. So if you are dead, like, you have to be dead serious. You have to be available to go. We can't, play around. We have 1 day to figure this out. Or the trip could potentially be canceled, unfortunately. If you can go, don't shoot me I don't know if shooting me a DM or emailing me would be the best thing to do. Because my inbox is crazy right now. You can shoot me a DM. Shoot me a DM if you can actually go and you want to go. So it's 2 spots.
Why don't you just have them send it to you on Instagram?
Either one. They can DM me here because I'll see it in the requests. It's 2 spots. The trip itself is paid for. You just have to pay for your airfare. So again, that's Thailand. We're going to be in Koh Samui and Phuket, I think is where we're going.
Mm-hmm.
I know we're going to for sure be in Koh Samui. It would be the 14th of June is a travel day. The trip is the 15th through the 21st. And then the 22nd or the afternoon of the 21st would be your travel day. You'd probably be home either late on the 21st or the 22nd. And so the tour portion of the trip, your accommodations, the included meals, everything like that is paid for. You just have to pay your airfare. If you have questions about what's on the itinerary, in Mr. Jones's link tree, you can find the Trova trip, and all the information is there.
Radical Jezebel. I don't know. However much the plane tickets cost.
Yeah, the cost to you would depend on just your airfare. The only thing you have to pay is your airfare, and that's going to vary per person depending on where you're flying out of and the flight time and, all of those things that airfare usually depends upon. We have 2 open spots. So it could be you and your partner, you and your bestie, or you can go by yourself because you'll be with us. Shells, the swimsuits are true to size, and they're really nice. They're super high quality. If you look at my Instagram story, I have a picture of me wearing the bikini. They're super nice. They're perfect for Pride. We have Be Gay Do Crimes, which is also great for Pride. I'm going to be putting out some other stuff. We're going to have like Be Pan Do Crimes, Be Trans Do Crimes. This is what trans joy looks like. I have to get with Kiki on some of the design things because I want their input. But we're going to have on my store Pride stuff coming out in the next 2 weeks. No, it's totally worth it, Shells. Like the material, it's not that thin. Like no shade, no shade to Walmart or buying swimsuits at Walmart, but they're typically like one layer, and they're very thin. These are 2-layered swimsuits, so you don't have to worry about it being see-through at all in any spot, and the material is amazing.
And the shirts are very, very soft. So if you're looking at the shirts, they're really comfortable.
Babe, did you send over the dependent information to the tax person? Because they're texting me saying they don't have it.
Well, how's she gonna text you but not?
They sent me a WhatsApp message. I don't know. That's what I'm asking you.
You want me to just text you the kids' socials and mine, and then you just send her Hannah?
Okay.
Is because I don't have theirs.
Socials and date of birth. Yeah. Okay. That's fine.
All right, I'll send it to you right now.
All right. So much going on all the time. All the time. It doesn't look like we're going to get a whole lot of options anymore. Are we tapping the screen? That's why. We not tapping the screen. We not sharing the live. We not hitting the gift goal. I don't know if anybody sent their heart me's. That's how we get people in here. That's how we do it. We have to make that folder. Hey guys, if you are not a member of the Discord, you're going to miss out because we're about to start doing some watch parties of the podcast with the spouses doing live reactions. We're about to do me and No Rads' live reaction, but only for people on YouTube who are members of our channels and people who are members in our Discords. We're going to be doing the live reactions in there. I had to create a folder. Somebody's going to have to teach me how to do that, though, because I don't know how. But we're going to do the live reactions. Those, I'm sure, are going to be funny as shit. And then, a week after we do the live reactions, then we'll post them live to all the platforms. How do you get in the Discord? If you hit your little star, the subscription star thing, there should be a link in there that allows you to get into the Discord. But if you're not subscribed, you can't be in the Discord. Yes, you have to be a standard subscriber or above. That is correct. Why everybody get super quiet on me?
I don't know. I'm trying to read the comments and see if there's anybody that's worth inviting up.
I'm doing what you asked me to do.
Yeah, I sent everything over to them already. Just trolls. I love a good troll.
I don't know if she got the form, but I don't know where my computer automatically saves.
It's very low on YouTube volume. Really? Huh. Let me see here. Is that for everybody? Very low on YouTube volume. Can somebody talk on TikTok?
Yeah. What you need?
Yeah, I mean it should be pretty good, but I'll crank it up a couple notches. Let me know if that's better, y'all. I mean, I don't want to come out blasting on y'all. I don't want it to be too loud. What in God's name? You okay?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just rolling around on the bed trying to get comfortable. I didn't realize I wasn't muted.
Jesus Christ.
I'm so uncomfortable. It's so hot.
Looked like you were putting vinyl pants on.
Right? Sound like you was taping up boxes. You was about to move.
I don't know. The bed just was loud. I don't know. I mean, it doesn't help that I literally rolled on top of my phone. So sorry about that, guys.
It happens.
Yo, I swear, man, some of y'all be the weirdest motherfuckers alive. Does anybody see a Johnny here? I swear, y'all about to stop asking me dumbass questions.
They're a troll. They're the one who always asks me, where's Jones and how's Jones? Even if you're right in the fucking live. Just block them. I can't find them now.
I already muted them. But stop asking me dumbass questions. Y'all sound like some idiots. Could you imagine? Like, listen, I promise you, if I have something to say to somebody, I am going to say it. I'm not going to hide behind no fake ass account. None of that shit. I'm going to say it. I'll request on your live. I'll show up. I don't know. I don't drink, so I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. So I can't help you. Can't help you. Sorry. No idea what you're talking about, fam. No idea.
Congrats on the sobriety, friend. That's amazing.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. No, Raz, are you? Did any of our children come with us on the tour?
No.
Oh, okay. Okay, because I was confused for a minute. Did they hire us to babysit other people's children on the tour?
Nope.
Huh. Interesting. George Santos was sentenced to 7 years in prison for felony fraud charges.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check the news when I get home. I guess a judge in Wisconsin was arrested by the FBI.
Good for him.
That is correct. It was a woman.
Oh, for real?
Yep.
Yikes. That's crazy. Oh, I forgot to take that $5 off earlier too. My bad.
Hey y'all, we got 440 left in the goal. Let's knock the goal out. This is what helps Jones and I do the work in the community that we need to do. We get out there, boots on the ground, and the only way we can do that and help people who need mutual aid assistance is with y'all help. We can't do it by ourselves. We have a couple people who are asking for assistance right now, and we don't have the funds. We haven't been doing mutual aid for quite some time, and so we need y'all's help. Help keep the lights on for the fellow Tough Fam members.
And also help us continue to do the boots on the ground work.
All right, I'm out. I have a battle today at 2 p.m. It's me and Johnny versus Mermaid and Pickles. Listen, I need the Tough Fam to come help us win. Like, we can't be embarrassed. Johnny and I have got to win. But also, we can't do coin misogyny and let Johnny have more coins than me. So at 2 p.m. Eastern, we're going to battle Mermaid. And I think Pickles, I don't know. I don't really care. I just know
Daryl.
that I'm on a team with my girly pop. I love Johnny to death. Oh, my God, I love him so much. We got to win. So y'all going to help us win.
Johnny is my friend. Johnny is not your friend. Like, you have your friends. You got Kiki. You know what I'm saying? And all
What?
That shit. Thank you. Johnny is my friend, not your friend.
Johnny already told you he likes me better because I'm girly pop.
That's just because you're pretty. That's not even, you got pretty privilege.
Yikes. Yikes.
Thank you, Tracy, so much. I appreciate you.
I can't be pretty and a good friend and entertaining.
Johnny
And just because I'm pretty.
Johnny spent more time with me, so what does that tell you?
What?
So how about them apples?
Okay, whatever.
No, I'm just messing with you.
No, you're not.
I am. I didn't even know Johnny until like a few weeks ago. You and Johnny have been friends for a long time.
I do love Johnny.
Yeah, Johnny's one of our faves.
All right, I'm for real gonna try to go back to sleep, y'all. Let's knock out the goal. 4:15 left, and then at 2 p.m. I will be awake and we'll be doing a battle. Me and Johnny versus whomever it is that we decide, or he decides that he's gonna get to be our opposition. So we gotta win. 2 p.m. Do not forget. Make sure you look for me. I'm gonna try and go online a couple minutes ahead of time so you can see that I'm live. If you don't follow me right now, is your chance to do it. Make sure you hit the little plus so that you can come and be a part of the winning fucking team. Because we don't take L's around here.
Right.
Amanda, if you feel up to it, call me on your way to work.
Okay, I will.
All right, guys. I'm going to get going, though. Like you said, if you feel so inclined, if you enjoyed the edutainment, I know it kind of got a little dry after our op bounced. Tomorrow, I will probably, I'm going to go live tomorrow. I'll definitely go live tomorrow. But stay tuned for some new content. One from, what we did in Texas, but also just some new content that I plan on recording. But in addition to that, go check out the podcast. If you haven't checked out the podcast, go check out the podcast. New episode drops tonight at 6 p.m. So if you haven't watched the first, 3 episodes, episode 4 is going to drop tonight. Episode 3 has a cliffhanger of all cliffhangers. It's almost like, you remember that episode of The Fresh Prince when when Will's dad left and Uncle Phil had to give Will a hug. Y'all remember that one?
I love that episode.
Yeah, the cliffhanger is just like that. Links in the bio, y'all. Links in the bio. You can watch it on YouTube, which the link is in the bio, or you can listen to it on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, all of that shit. All of that shit. I haven't in a while, friend. I mean, not that I wouldn't, but I haven't in a little bit. So, anywho, check on your friends. Everybody who says they're okay is not necessarily okay. Protect your peace at all costs. Take care of your mental health. If you have not yet started your therapy journey, today is an amazing opportunity for you to do so. Eat as healthy as you can. Drink your water. Take whatever medication you're supposed to take. And as always, stay dangerous. Love you guys. Till next time.